the problem is someone puts, so for example, if someone puts in the chat, do you want to be a transition team or a counter-attacking team? That feels different to me, and a lot of people see it in different ways. So Liverpool used to it was always like labels, especially in like match of the day or commentary. Oh, look at that transition that Liverpool did. It's a counter-attack.
That's what it is.
So many times I'd see him nick the ball and Mane bombs on, Salah bombs on. It's a counter-attack.
We're in a world now where they change the name of things to make it sound nicer. Like, let's be honest here. Michael Carrick's a caretaker manager. He's a caretaker. Yeah. But they've changed it from caretaker to interim. So you don't sound like a geezer
interim
that cleans
head
up
coach.
The school. So you don't sound like a geezer that cleans up the school.
Just puts
like
out the cones, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Now they're changing counter-attacking team to a transition team, you know. So it's all just to make things sound a bit more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but everyone that's viewing probably gets exactly what I'm saying. But before we move on to the next subject, Arsenal game. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's a tough one, right? Because after that performance, you feel like you can do anything. But let's be honest here. Arsenal are the best team in the league right now. They are.
I mean, they've just had a draw, aren't they? I'm trying to think of
overall, the table doesn't lie.
No.
When they play badly, they don't lose, these fellas.
No,
you know, and they get. I hate Arsenal, right? But I just say it how it is. They get knocked for a bunch of draws. But these are against like tough teams, right? And there's teams losing points left, right, and centre in the league. But Arsenal, you know, they're a tough team to beat. They're the best team in the league this year so far. How do you feel about that game? And give us a quick prediction.
Yeah, I think after the game against City, obviously you get all emotional. Back to the emotion room, and you think, like you've just said there, you think, oh, we can rule the world now after that performance, and you do get a little bit silly, don't you, in the moment. But all I can say is that I'm more confident of getting a result in this game than I was. So before coming on to the actual prediction itself, I'm more confident of getting a result than I was a few weeks back. So, for example, if Fletcher was still in charge, I would have definitely said lose against City, because I said that anyway. And then, depending on what the result would be, probably say lose against Arsenal. That game and the way we played gives me hope, if there was to replicate that performance, that we can get a result. So I personally would set up in the same way. And it's very unfortunate for Sesko, because we haven't mentioned him. But at the time, I think, no, where's Sesko? What's this about? We want a striker on the pitch. But this is what I said in my show. I said, this is why Carrick's a coach and I'm not. I don't have A license and B license. I just watch a game like
he was just looking for pace, wasn't he? He was looking for pace.
He was looking for pace and hard work and all that sort of stuff. It made sense. And I think he'll probably go the same again, because obviously Arsenal are a similar team in a sense, in terms of they'll have more of the possession. They are very dangerous. We're going to have to stifle them as well and sort of cut off their passing lanes from Odegaard and Rice and what have you. So we're going to have to do the same with them. But they've got more players on form than probably City have. So that's where the thing's going to be different. So I think what I'll say to answer the question is, I'm more positive about this game than I would have been. But I'm going to say, I can't think of a score right now, but I'm going to say it will be a draw, is what I'm thinking. That's how I'm seeing it.
I think it was Michael that said it might be a draw here, or someone. Yeah, I can't find it now. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I absolutely hate Arsenal. And when I don't remember the last time we beat Arsenal. This is brilliant from Grace.
But it's that Emirates,
do you remember that game? Do you remember? I think Danny Welbeck scored for us in that game. Ashley Young scored a few. Rooney scored a few. I never forget that game, and I don't think Arsenal will ever forget that game either. But mate, this Man City game could have been 6-0. So I mean,
it could have been. It
could have been 6-0. But Arsenal are a better team than Man City.
At Emirates as well. It's going to be tricky.
It's going to be tricky. So you're going for a draw.
I think I normally a score just pops into my head close to the game, but at the minute I'm feeling a draw. But I'm feeling that we're going to be well organised, hopefully, and I think we're going to make an account for ourselves. I just don't see us beating Arsenal because of what they've got to bring to the table, because we can't discount what Arsenal are going to bring to the table. What we're going to bring to the table, hopefully, is an organised team that sort of stifles them sort of full-on attack on us. But it's whether we can sort of hold out long enough to score a goal and nick like a 1-0. I'm not sure about that. But at the minute, I'm feeling a draw at the minute is how I'm seeing it.
I mean, Michael just reminded me when Carrick he was interim before, wasn't he? Right.
Yes,
and
yes.
he took over for 2 games. Was it Chelsea and Arsenal?
I think it was 3 games he had, didn't it? Yeah, or was it one game in Europe?
Yeah, maybe a game in Europe. And yeah, you're right. Carrick stays unbeaten against Arteta. 1-1 draw predicted here by Michael. I still think, hey Flossie, how you doing? I still think our defense has major questions, right? And not to be the negative, but seeing as you said you were playing devil's advocate earlier, I will do the same now. If that Dalot challenge, and we're not going to go too far into that because we could spend another 10-15 minutes on whether that was a red card or not, but if it was given a red card, that could have been a very different game, right? And we could be having a very different conversation. I do not trust that we can get anything from this game.
But our silver AFCON medalist is coming back. Who knows?
Yeah.
Mazraoui.
You talk about Mazraoui. Mate, I mean, did you watch that last night?
I didn't actually, no, I didn't watch that last game.
This is completely off subject, but they get a penalty, right? Morocco, in literally the final kick of the game. Yeah. Right after Senegal's been disallowed a goal that should never have been disallowed. VAR didn't check it. It was a shambles, right? Sorry to the viewers who are here for Man United and everything else, but I've got to. They then get a softish penalty the other end that VAR gives and checks. So they don't check the goal that was disallowed, but give the penalty via VAR. The Senegal players then refuse to continue the game.
Oh, he walked him off the pitch.
Go into the changing rooms. Come back 10 minutes later.
Wow.
Right? And Brahim Diaz from Real Madrid takes the penalty and decides to Panenka it.
As if you do that.
Mendy then catches it. They go into extra time immediately, like the whistle goes, and Senegal go on and win it. I mean, it was absolute box office. That Brahim Diaz, I feel sorry for him, but he's going to need witness protection, that fella, to be honest with you. But back on the subject, Doku dived, Dalot barely touched him. I mean, it looked worse than it was in slow-mo for sure, I think.
There wasn't intent, was there? But, yeah, of course you have. You could have been a red easily. But carry on with the defensive side of things. I think
I mean, it's good to have Maguire back, even though he nearly. I mean, that header against the crossbar. I mean, it's.
You were too close, though, weren't you? You were too close.
Yeah, he's absolutely fantastic, to be honest. The turnaround he's had, Maguire, right? Yeah. I'm glad to have him back. So that already makes me feel a little better. You know what I mean? And I think the newer system that we're playing suits him better as well. Do you know what I mean? That 3 at the back, I'm not sure. But to get to the point, and I think I want to feel like this isn't a one-off performance, but I don't want to get carried away. I'm going to stick to what I said in regards. I think
stick to your guns, David. Come on.
It's more the case. I defo think this was like when we beat Liverpool, that City are having a bad drop off.
I see what you're saying.
And we've capitalized at the right time. I could see City drawing or losing their next game, and then you kind of look back at us and be like, oh my God, they had like 3 draws, lost to us and another draw. And then you'll start scratching your head and being like, we were great, we played amazing, but City weren't that good. I can see us losing to Arsenal 2-0. Yeah. Okay. And to answer this question, Grace, and I've been called not a real Man United fan due to my answer to this. I've grown up in North London, right? And I drive past the Emirates twice a week.
Nice.
And I'm a London boy, right? And the reason I support Man United is what my dad taught me, much like religion. You know, you don't question it, you don't answer it. It's in your blood, it's in your genes. It's just what you are. Yeah. And I've grown up with Arsenal fans chatting shit. Always. They're the most annoying fan base. Not every fan, right? But they're the most annoying fan base I've ever met. And I think a lot of people can agree with that. Now, imagine being brought up with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I cannot stand Arsenal, and I'd rather City win the league ahead of Arsenal. Number one, because City are number one, and you could come in on this, but number one, because City are nowhere near us in terms of winning leagues,
Yeah.
right? And I just don't ever want to see Arsenal successful at anything. I just
Yeah.
absolutely hate them, you know. I absolutely hate them. But I've predicted 2-0 Arsenal this weekend. It is this weekend. Is it Sunday? It is Sunday, isn't it? I think
Sunday, yeah.
evening.
Sunday, yeah. Yeah.
And you've predicted, what did you predict? A draw of some
I
sort.
haven't given a score yet, but a draw I'm going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next thing, there's a conspiracy about the pen that Diaz deliberately missed so the game can continue fairly. That's why the Senegal team did not surround the goalie after he called it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it seemed to be that way because Brahim Diaz wasn't like, he didn't have his head in his hands.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
like he was just following orders. So
Yeah.
I mean, that summarizes a little bit the AFCON, to be honest. I think it was the last tournament
They do some crazy stuff, don't
where,
they?
where the referee blew the whistle on the 83rd minute. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's box office. I won't miss another AFCON game in my life. I mean, if you want to watch something that's controversial and just unbelievable and passionate, by the way,
It's
and
nuts, isn't it?
passionate,
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
the AFCON, to be honest. Unbelievable. But guys, if you haven't predicted the Man United Arsenal game this weekend, please predict it in the chat and let us know what you think. Is this a one-off performance? By Michael Carrick's Manchester United, or can we do it to Arsenal too? Which, by the way, if we do beat Arsenal, that blows the title race wide
Yeah.
open.
We've had a hand
Wide
on both,
open.
haven't they?
And
Yeah, of
because
course it
Arsenal
does.
did not capitalize on it. They did not
No, they
capitalize on
didn't.
it.
No.
Every
No.
chance they get, Dan, they're not capitalizing, by the way. But I just don't know if City are good enough to catch them.
No.
SJG. I don't know why it is when a J and a G are together. It's a tongue twister for me. Sorry. I'm going for the win to United. I'm staying on a positive train. It's nice to be here for a change. Yes, he's firmly in your camp, Dan. He's been he or she. Sorry, I don't know if you're a male or female. But
Yeah.
SJG 1414 is firmly in your positivity camp. I'm not quite there, and I'm not going to be there for a while. I'll only be positive, really, and when I see Enrique or someone like that managing my
Yeah.
team. I'm
I get
sorry,
that.
I'm going to stick to that. That's where I'm at.